Hi, everybody. My name's Tony Lyle. Thank you for joining me today. I work for the Lake Tahoe Visitors Authority here in California, but also in Nevada. So I represent the southern half of Lake Tahoe, the city of South Lake Tahoe in California, and State Line, Nevada. Now, we'll see shortly a map, and I'll show you that the state line between California and Nevada goes right the way through the middle of our town. Kind of crazy, eh? And the downtown area is not in the middle, it's at one end. But we'll get to that shortly. Let me start sharing my screen with you. Let's get the right screen. Here we go. And as I said, I am from Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe really is one of the most beautiful places in the world. This is Emerald Bay. It's a must-see place at Lake Tahoe. Truly beautiful, and you get that money shot photograph from up above. We're proud to have been awarded the Safe Travel stamp from the World Travel and Tourism Council, so you can be sure that our destination and our vendors are all following the correct protocols. So in the top, at the top there, you have the United States, and you can see California and Nevada. We're easy to find. We're right on the corner between California and Nevada. We're only about an hour from Reno International Airport, and there is a shuttle bus from Reno. Sacramento's about 2 hours away, and San Francisco about 3.5, 4 hours away. Los Angeles and Las Vegas together are about an 8 hour drive away. This is all driving times. A closer look, this is a classic itinerary starting and finishing in San Francisco. You go up to Napa and Sonoma wine country, come along Highway 50 to Lake Tahoe, and then you can go down to Yosemite. Depending on the season, you can either go on 395 or go in from the West Gate. And then you find your way back through the foothills, some really cool kind of railroad cowboy towns in the foothills there, back to Sacramento, and after some outlet shopping, back to San Francisco. This is another view. People are very familiar with Highway 1 going from San Francisco to Los Angeles along the coast or back and forth. But this is a different way to go from San Francisco to LA through the mountains. Lake Tahoe, Yosemite, Death Valley, you could go off to Las Vegas, and then coming into Los Angeles via Palm Springs. So this is what I was talking about. This is our downtown area. That line you can see on the mountains behind is basically the state line. California to the right, Nevada to the left. Goes right the way through town and then into the lake. So those four big buildings you can see in the middle, they're in Nevada, and they're casino resort hotels, 500 rooms each, full service. And then in the foreground next to the beach, you can see a building. That's the new Edgewood Lodge, 5-star, right on the water. There's nothing like it around the lake. And it's even got its own golf course. On the California side, you can't really see the hotels because they're in the trees and the building code's different. So they're lower level. There's a 400-room all-suite, full-service hotel, and then a multitude of other properties that will suit every kind of budget. For me, I like the hotels that are off the screen to the right, that go another 8 kilometers, another 5 miles, with hotels dotted along the shore, where you can open your curtains in the morning, you're right on the beach, and you're looking directly at the lake. So when you're looking at a hotel, please consider the location of it. Just because it's got the name Tahoe in it doesn't mean to say that it's right by the water. You want to be as close to the water as possible. So Lake Tahoe is all about the outdoors. Camping is also available. There's loads of campsites. Getting out on a bicycle, you can rent these bikes. There's a network of easy paved bike trails around the lake. Or just get up into the mountains. There's easy walking, there's mountaineering. You make it as difficult as you like by picking your trail, but you can be in locations like this within minutes from the hotel area. All about just sitting there and taking it all in, watching the sunrise, watching the sunset. We do have the gondola that goes from the downtown area up into Heavenly Mountain Resort. It's open during the summer for sightseeing and access to hiking trails, and also in the winter, it's one of the access points to get on the mountain to go ski and snowboard. This is another view of Edgewood looking outward. So there's the golf course. We've got world-class golf courses all around the south shore of the lake. And then marinas. This water is crystal clear and 99.9% pure. The deepest point is over 500 meters, and there are many marinas where you can rent power boats and jet skis and get out on the water yourself. You would drive this boat yourself. You just need ID. They'll give you a bit of training, and it's pretty straightforward. You can rent jet skis, kayaks, paddle boards, and this water really is this color. The lake acts like a big mirror, and it reflects the color of the sky. There's also cruises. So this boat, the MS Dixie, goes from the east side of the lake in Nevada all the way across into California, into Emerald Bay. It's 3 stories. It has a restaurant, a bar, there's proper toilets on board, and this is extremely popular for people to go and see Emerald Bay. But it doesn't have to cost. You can just sit on the beach. That water is cold. It's still a little cold during the summer. It does warm up towards the end of the summer because it's all snow melt. But you could just go to the supermarket, buy some food and drink, and just go hang out on the beach. Or you can go to one of our many beach bars and restaurants and just hang out there and people watch. Now, a lot of these are open right now, but there are restrictions in place. So there's capacities on indoor dining, and then outdoor dining, there's not as many tables as this normally. And of course, all these people are wearing masks. Lots of shopping, boutique galleries, restaurants in the Heavenly Village, which is downtown where the gondola goes from. It's very popular for honeymoons and weddings. And then normally during the summer, we have an outdoor concert series. We'll have about 20 concerts throughout the summer. World-class acts passing through California and Nevada will stop at Lake Tahoe and perform here in the outdoor amphitheater. In 2020, we obviously didn't have any concerts. For 2021, we're hoping we might see a few, but for sure they'll be definitely back for 2022. Did I say 2021? Doubtful. 2022, yeah, we should be back to normal. But we've had people like Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, and even Pitbull play at Lake Tahoe. The casinos, you don't necessarily need to go to Las Vegas if you want casino action. They're all open. There are physical distancing protocols in place, masks worn all the time. It feels very safe. I was there last week for another event, and there were a lot of people in there. There's capacity limits in the casino as well, but we have our casinos. And normally we have our nightlife. Slowly things are opening up through May and June. All of the restaurants are open, but with capacity limits inside. There's also outside dining. Bars and nightclubs currently, they're inside, of course, so they're not open, but we're hoping that they will open mid-summer and people can party 24/7. In the winter, we've got 15 ski resorts. They've just closed. This is upside down, so south is at the top, and north is at the bottom. So you see Heavenly there at the top. Down on the South Shore, we claim 3 of these. Heavenly, obviously, it's the largest ski resort on the west coast of America. Kirkwood, and also Sierra at Tahoe. It's called Heavenly for some reason. I mean, look at those views. It truly is spectacular, and Heavenly is known for these jaw-dropping views, all sorts of terrain suitable for beginners, intermediate, and advanced skiers and snowboarders. But you don't have to ski. So if you're in a party and you don't ski, you can go snowmobiling. You drive these things yourself. You do have a guide to show you where to go, but you go along the ridge line high above Lake Tahoe. Spectacular views. These snowmobiles can accommodate 1 or 2 people, a single or a double. But what's actually most popular is just playing in the snow with the kids. A lot of people who visit Lake Tahoe have never seen snow before, and they just want to play in it, make a snowman, and throw snowballs at each other. This is in the Heavenly Village. There's an ice rink during the winter, and in the summer they turn it into a mini crazy golf course. More leisurely activity, a sleigh ride. So you can take a horse-drawn sleigh ride over snow in the winter, and then in the summer they're carriage rides, and the carriage rides go all the way around the downtown area of South Lake Tahoe. And again, here's Emerald Bay. There's that cruise boat. It goes 365 days a year, and you can get to Emerald Bay and experience it from down on the water. But that's all I have for you today. Let me stop my sharing. There we go. That's all I have for you today. It's been a tough year. We seem to be coming out of it slowly, with the vaccination pace really picking up here in the US. I'm lucky to have received both of my Pfizer vaccinations. So we're getting back to some kind of normalcy. We have been busy, believe it or not, all the way through COVID, people wanting to get to the outdoors, wide open spaces, and we're ideally suited for that, for physical distancing, but also just to enjoy the outdoors. We do have on our website, we do update daily the current protocols and restrictions. So if you go to TahoeSouth.com, you'll see a banner right at the very top, and it says Destination Update. If you click that, it'll tell you the current protocols. Also, remember, it is the great outdoors, so we want people to travel, vacation, and recreate responsibly. Remember, it's the outdoors. We need you to be safe in so many different ways. So check out the website, TahoeSouth.com, and if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to email me.